Previously on Ireland FC.
4 points off the playoff spots. Is the title beyond us? 11 points. 8 games. I don't think there's enough time. Title's beyond us, I think.
And the title was beyond us. Let's get over to the proper screen. Okay. So I disappeared for a month. I started a new job. The weather's been crazy and I jump in and out of games. I've been doing a lot of speed running lately. But I decided to, because there's an influx of subscribers and things like that, you know, I'll get back to the save for a while and just give you something worth watching. I'm into October. The season just didn't culminate in everything for me. Let's jump back and let's just show you how it went. I won games, lost games. In all, I finished 9th, just outside. But when you look at the balance across, like when I can't go back to last season. I was in the relegation zone for most of that season. 14 losses and just pulled this huge run together at the very end of the season. I'm telling you, like if you look at the beginning, there's a lot of draws, a lot of losses, and then I'm going to the year before. Sorry. Look at the beginning of that season. It's an absolute diabolical season. And then January onwards, it just turned it on. It kind of slipped away from us at the very end. But the promotion playoff was never really a realistic goal, if we're being bluntly honest. The one thing that I do need to absolutely make you aware of is Cameron Stanley. I've let him go. He was a phenomenal player, but he was starting to ask for a lot of money. Now, 3 years at Dublin, scored 62 goals. Can't ask for much more than that. Let's actually see if he's come to his senses. Nah, still wants loads of money. I'm just not willing to give it to him. He wants way too much money. But we have a ready-made replacement in Brandon Mason. Now, for anyone who's been following the season, you haven't been following the season. The season's being played behind closed doors. If you've been following the save, then you're aware that my youth academy is churning out talents for this level of the game. Like best players at the club, Caffrey and Flynn, both homegrown. Dillon, third best player at the club, Brendan Dillon. What a concept, incredible player. He started all of his games, going to history. He played an awful lot last season. He's getting good performances, 1 assist in 9 games. But I just look at all those green. Look at all that green. It's beautiful. They're going to end up going into the Irish League. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm just not going to be able to keep them. Although I've tied them down till 2027. I'm desperately trying to hold on. Like I've tied him down to 2027. The only thing is like Joe Flynn, one of the best players at the club, plays right back. Absolute revelation for us. Stepped in last season. Played 31 games. He has said that he's leaving on a free. He doesn't see a future for himself at the club. I'm going to play him because why wouldn't you? He's the best right back at the club. In terms of who's coming through, like Hoisey, yeah, he's been at the club for a very long time. He is a good backup, but he just doesn't have the strength to be able to muscle teams at this level. And I find that we get in a lot of one-on-one situations where Hoisey is just, he's okay going forward. He's not good in defence. And usually it's my 2 centre-backs that like get us out of jail because he's 5'3", with 1 strength, no jumping reach. He's an offensive player, but he doesn't have enough crossing. So I want to try to replace him. It's what you can see immediately why Flynn just steps straight in there. 5'9". He has 11 strength. He has good balance. He doesn't get muscle off the ball. He's got good dribbling, so he can take the ball into midfield and just star rating absolute revelation at this level. But it's Mason, Brandon Mason. I want to introduce you to. But first, Holden. We brought in a new goalkeeper because Connors, you're not a terrible goalkeeper, but you're the worst goalkeeper at the club. I said Connors, it's Chambers. You played 2 seasons for me, and you conceded more goals in fewer games. I can't justify that. I really can't justify that. And Mohamed Ba, again, you're not a bad player. Like, you've got 29 Sierra Leone caps. But I've just found that I just can't trust you. In the 7 games, you conceded 6 goals. So I brought in not Josh Holohan. I brought in James Holden. He's got a 6.7. He's conceded 10 goals in 9 games. I'm not overly happy with him, but the problem is I just haven't been able to find a solid goalkeeper. So that's one of the things I'm definitely going to be looking out for, to try find someone who can just really cement that position in defence. In terms of my starting fullbacks, Josh Robinson is playing incredibly well. He's been at the club for 2 years. He was an absolute revelation coming in on a free from Arsenal, where he just got let go from the academy. I brought him in 37 games. Absolutely stalwart. No complaints from him at all. But before we go through more things, I'll just go into transfers, and let's have a look at the transfer history to find out. Like, John Bowen, I kind of regret this. I kind of regret letting Bowen go. I didn't feel like he was going to play, and especially with Chambers. With Chambers just not replacing him, I kind of feel like I should have given Bowen more opportunities. He's currently at Kilmarnock. He's probably going to stay there for a while. We're going to see what happens, but I kind of regret that. Philip Smith, I don't actually remember you. You played a game and you did 6.3. Okay. I mean, you're starting for Clan Dundno. There we go. Andrew Breen, don't remember you. Lloyd Buckley, you're off to Chelsea. Treaty. How did I make those up? You were a bit power player for me. Didn't do much. You've got 10 games under your belt to Treaty at the moment, so maybe you found your level. I just found that you were just not reliable enough for me. I didn't really like you in that defensive midfielder role, and we've got better options. So Robinson and Ryan I've brought in on freeze. Who is Ryan, and are you any good? You haven't started for me, and I've let you go. I love how I brought him in and let him go in pretty much the same window. Now, I brought him in probably in December, but anyway, this is just how this works. So Holden and Wildeboer. Wildeboer brought in, he has a bit of pace about him, 6 foot. I like the fact that he can head the ball as well as dribble with the ball. He's got good off the ball. So he comes off the bench. He's done so once, and he has scored coming off the bench. So, proof of concept. He's actually delivering upon the goods. Tactics are what you would expect. Actually, I jumped into the dynamics there for a second. The club is in a good place. Like, we've 2 players at the club who are unhappy. Ron Rodgers wants to go out and loan because I was hoping he would take Irish citizenship, and he just hasn't. Because you go in here, look, other nationalities, Irish. Nations eligible for England and Ireland. He is fluent English, basic French, no Irish. He doesn't seem to have any interest in Ireland as a concept. And as you can see, over the past 4 years, he played his best football for us right at the very beginning. He had a decent spell in 22-23 where he had a 6.97, but he played very few games. And he's just 8 assists, 3 assists, 1 assist. He's slowly just not been the player we wanted. Like, the cohesion is very good, though, so I'm very happy with that. The atmosphere is good and the managerial support is good, so I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried in the slightest. Tactics. So, Doherty on the left, fairly decent, right-footed. How is your left? I never remember how to actually figure out how to find out if they're two-footed or not. I tend to just ignore it, to be honest. We'll play you as an inverted winger, and Hogan, you're probably not going to stay there, actually. Oh, no. God, no. Okay, so I've got way too many players here. Clear entire team. Okay, so sort by ability. Caffrey, you're on that wing. Flynn on the right. Dylan, for a moment there, I forgot how that works. Robinson, cement that spine. Holden. Mason on the left-hand side. You're right-footed, so go on. If I remember correctly, Daniel Norris. I want Norris on the left-hand side. Oh, wait, am I remember correctly? He is my left footer, and he has been starting. I think he just came back from injury, actually. He's joined permanently on the first. Nice. If I remember correctly, I've got a few players who are in that kind of situation. So, very much kind of I'm trying to get the team into a position where we have a bit of staying power and we have a bit of Rihanna Sullivan in that left back role. Sullivan, I've been happy with him. Again, like I'm reintroducing everyone to the players because it's been a month. I brought him in from UCC, 36 appearances, 40 appearances. What's not to love? He's been playing really well for us. So let's just fill up O'Brien. Is O'Brien a new player? Nope. 20 appearances, brought him in probably the second half of the season. So you would have seen bits of him, and he's played a bit here. Like, I'm enjoying this where I've got O'Brien and Dillon playing through that midfield. McCormack. Am I playing McCormack up front? Remember correctly, McCormack is not far. Yeah, McCormack is not far off of first team appearances. Keith Hunt, 16 years of age. Jesus, look at those physicals. 5'10", good work rate. I'm going to keep an eye on you because you've 17 goals. I'm going to keep an eye on you. Actually, how... Let's... Keith Hunt. You got back conditioning. I'm going to put you on the bench. Because, you know, I'm kind of impressed with that. Like, fair play to you. Like, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. You're putting yourself into positions to get me to notice you. Now, this guy isn't far away from having the mentals. That makes me go, oh, you're starting. Crowley eventually will probably replace O'Brien and have him and Dillon, because we're going to be somewhat of a feeder club. I can just see that happening for a while. But in that meantime, let me just fill out this squad. Who's my last? Who hit Robinson? Okay, and now let's Stanton. Again, not playing incredibly well for me. You just haven't broken through. I just don't really have space for you on the pitch at the moment. Quick pick without restrictions, unpicked positions only. Okay, so we're gonna get cracking on into it. Back to you in a sec. So here we have it. We have Doncaster. Now there was a time not too long ago when Doncaster were a championship club, wasn't it? Like, you took back a while now, maybe like 2013, 2014, and they've just kind of collapsed. Down to League One, League Two, and they're all the way down the National League. Now, I don't think there's a huge gap between the National League and the Vanarama North. So I'll be hoping that we have a chance to win this. Because if we go into our Vanarama North season preview, like, we're not terrible. We're ranked 10th. So we have we have the best player in the division. I love it, Joe Flynn. No wonder I can't hold on to you. And he was produced in-house. You know, that's the only saving grace here. We are producing internally the best players in the league. So hold on to the small things. That is the trick. That is the secret to life. Get rid of him because he is ineligible to play, unpicked positions only. And we're going to bring in Payne. Jordy Payne, did I thought you were on loan, but no. Okay. So submit team. We're happy with this team because Doncaster will want to win this. Obviously, obvious case they will want to win this. I'm playing my starting 11 because I want to get into the FA Cup proper because there's money to be made in those later rounds. So it's just a matter of just getting into those later rounds and putting our best foot forward. I've been trying to inflate the squad a little bit and utilize more of the academy to be able to actually have depth in our squad so that when it comes to these big important matches, I actually can put out a team for Dillon to get onto the end of it and bring it back to Houlihan so that I can actually put myself in good positions. Oh, along the right. Flynn going to set this up for a cross in for O'Brien. Couldn't keep that one down. Mason was coming in at that far post and he would have an opportunity there. Oh no, I'm not happy with this. That animation scared the ever-loving Christ out of me. Okay, 7 minutes gone. We are balance of probability. We're doing better at the moment. We don't have the better XG, but we do have the better shots on target. Not shots anymore. 3 apiece. They're getting better opportunities. Do we fix that? As O'Sullivan brings us in the left-hand side. Go on, O'Sullivan. Do something with it. Norris. Oh my God, Norris! You nearly did an Mbappe. And by an Mbappe, I just meant scored ridiculous goals. Okay, 30 minutes gone. I'm getting a little nervous now. Our quality of chances are not as good. Doncaster are starting to take a hold of this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to amend this. We're going to play less attacking, bring it into positive, and we're going to narrow up slightly. Oh, we're already playing narrow. Okay. We'll bring down the defensive line just to be absolutely certain. Position-wise, we'll pass into space and play wide. Just try get around them because they're playing quite narrow. Okay. Oh, half-time. Okay. Doncaster with the beautiful red shirt. And you can see even beginning, but they're starting to pull away with the quality of opportunities they're producing. But they're not producing clear-cut opportunities because we're getting no highlights. So that's a really good thing. And we have the better possession. So we're controlling this game, which is what you want to do at home. But we need more shots on target. That's what we really need. Okay. 52, 53, 54, 55. Are we going to get? McCormick and Mason are not playing well, so let's adjust this. Both playing. No, we're going to bring both of them into deep line forward roles. And play you as a poacher. Play an attack role. Try to utilize those overloads if we can. 78 minutes. Okay, let's make some changes because we got some tired bodies out there. Shall burn. Rooney, he's a trusted flower. I trust him at this point. Manley, Tyra Walton. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off McCormick. And Mason will just play as a poacher. And Dylan can play that role as far as I'm aware. And Walton can play that role. So you can play as advanced. You can play him as an Aganche. Actually, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're just going to go old-fashioned. Okay. Hopefully this will have the desired results. Norris isn't looking too comfortable on that right-hand side. And Harris. Oh, no. Sani bringing it into Mario. Harris is holding the ball up before giving an opportunity for crossing. Caffrey, well done, Flynn. Okay, Rooney setting it up, just controlling our possession. Norris bringing it through for Mason. Mason one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Get around. Yes! We get a 1-0 lead in the 81st minute. Beautiful counter-attack. Just recycling possession through that back line. Getting it out to Norris before spotting that on-running pass from the poacher. Mason, I think that's 9 goals for the season now, but beautiful, tidy finish. Brings it around the goalkeeper. Slight curve on the ball. But hey, that's just how we do things in Dublin. It's how they're raised to play. So 83rd minute, we're going to go into a cautious role and just not take as many chances with the ball. 4 minutes of additional time. Oh, this is painful. And it's not actually that painful. So we're through to the next round. Beautiful. Beautiful result. And just, look, when you don't get that many opportunities of shots and goal, when you're playing a vastly superior opposition, all you can do is just score a poxy goal and just win it 1-0 and just hold them back. Keep your clean sheet. Championships are built on clean sheets. Individual wins are built on goals. You need both to become a world-class side, and we're well on our way. Just the rhetorical flourish going on there. Okay, so I want to get as far as the FA Cup draw. I'll be back to you in a sec. Okay, and here, this is how we're going to close out this video. FA Cup first round draw. We're in to the FA Cup proper. League One teams joining. 92 teams. Okay, so let's draw all teams. Where are we? Dublin City against Southend. That is a winnable draw. That is oh my beauty. Southend, how have you been getting on recently? Out of the Vanarama National League, just got promoted. And you know what? This is a good test. We have home advantage against a League 2 side that has just been promoted. Oh, rubbing my hands at that. That's good gate receipts as well. So, how this is going to work is one video a day, which is way too ambitious. I won't be able to keep that up. I just got absolutely obsessed and addicted into my save earlier. When I got up to like episode 11, I'm just not going to be able to maintain that. So I'm going to try get at least 1 or 2 episodes a week, and let's go from there and see how it goes. I have been pleasantly surprised to see that the most recent episode of Ireland FC has just broken 100 views. So people clearly are interested in the project. So I just want to keep going and see how it goes. Also, sneak peek, something I'm working on for... Actually, you know what? I'll actually give you a sneak peek. 1 second. Here's your sneak peek. I've loaded clubs. United States, 50 clubs. Is it? Is it? I'm working on a United States reimagined. I'm devising a National League pyramid based off of state championships, where each state contributes a team into a national championship broken up into 3 levels. Expect that in 2023. So expect that in FM 2023. That's going to be a lot of fun. Probably not going to be as detailed as Ireland Reimagined, but I love redesigning football leagues and just doing something new with them. So, friends, look forward to whatever number Ireland FC is up to. I'll catch you in the next one, and look forward to United States Reimagined when I eventually get around to it. Cheers, my friends. Bye.